Anyway, it's okay. Good morning. Good morning, sunshines. Anyway. Saturday Smashing. What's going on with that? Welcome back, my most ethical light and love crew, my angels of love and light, my divine panel to do your thing so very, very well. What were we gonna say also? Angels of the light, I welcome you to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. Now, it is morning, and I am deciding accountability, you know? I saw something on my feed about the floof thing, working that out, and I think that's gonna be a good idea, along with jump roping. Got the memos, no worries, I'm not triggered. I got it. And if it's gonna help, it's gonna help. So I just, I have not brushed my teeth yet, because I'm gonna have some coffee. I'm gonna ruin it with some coffee, and then brush my teeth before I go. But, I'm ready. I haven't had a sip yet. Anyway, Saturday Smashing. What's that all about? I don't know. I just, this is the second bikini try-on, and I was like, oh, I forgot about this. This is so cute. I'm gonna be happy and accountable for what I get. So, yeah. And I think, oh my God, it's so cool. What is that? All right, 8 of Cups. On the reversal, it is on the recipient side, the inbox, and it says it's a comeback. Return of, like it's a double returns. It's like 360 mode, yeah? And then on the doing side, it's basically, it's 10 of Wands, but that's a burden. It's a burden to be who I am. Just kidding. Not really. I mean, if I really want to be me, I just got to be me full out, right? So that's what's happening. And, you know, like for the longest time, I was ashamed of being in the little itty bitty titty committee. But now I'm like, I'm fine. I'm okay. You know, people are going to like me for whatever reason. And, you know, why put a double whammy on myself, you know? So, I think we've grown past that, looking past that stuff. Yeah, like it's not all about that. So, and I'm seeing a lot of like the younger crowd, and even like just like mixed generations of like when they go out to raves or whatever, they don't give a shit. They're good. They're there to enjoy themselves. So anyway, it's kind of like putting yourself out like hangman mode, because that's kind of like the tree that you'd be strung up on, but you're not the only one. You see, where I can't see really. You see, different kinds of people, you know. And the scene is lit anyway, and that's what you got to take out of your venues, you know. In fact, what first came up is the intro card. It wanted to like spit itself back out. I'm sweating. Hold on, let me turn on my fan. Turn it on. Okay. So Saturday Smashing. What do you want to say, my divine panel? Look, so with the fresh start, look at my face. Seriously, it did good, because like I was like picking at my face, like just scratching in the morning, and like right over here, like these, you know, I told you about my eyes, there was like these little rice granule things that came out, and like just like in my eyes, when I used to wear like sleep in my makeup or whatever, my eye makeup, I would get it like around here. I don't know what you call them. I think they call them, I don't think they're styes, but anyway, I got like a few out of this one. It just came off. I was like, what? That's awesome. Freaking awesome. All right. And you know, like back in the day, when I was working out, like I was working out a lot, and I was doing the right stuff. And before you saw like all the YouTube like out of box exercises, I caught that on. And so but I ate a lot too. It's like, I got an appetite. I got needs. And so I just kind of bulked up. And so even though like I was building up the strength and the muscle, oopsie, I also got a little bit of push too. And so every now and then I would have this thing over here, and I didn't realize it because I was feeling good about myself. And so when I would look back, you know, in more like vanity's sake, I was like, oh, you still got that, Tina. You still got that right there. And so now I'm past that. I'm in a new decade. I've been in a new decade, like got my feet wiggled in there, and I'm okay. It's so good. So this is the second try-on. Oh, Judgment in reverse, facing 9 of Swords in reverse. Don't stress, because whatever's gonna come is gonna come. It doesn't matter whether or not you're gonna have like the whatever you call this thing, or whatever you know, it doesn't, you know, it's you got to be good with yourself. So I'm good. Yeah, whatever's gonna come along is gonna come along. And I am so tired of living my life in fear, which is a total freaking lie if you're anybody. I mean, like, why are you going to inhibit yourself super duper much? I mean, that's a lie to yourself, to your whole make. And so I figured, you know, in the whole make or break context of whether or not people are going to like you, whether or not people are going to hire you, whatever, they pride themselves in the culture of like family, you know, and like it's a wonderful laid back atmosphere, etc. And we have these socials, and sometimes at the beach. So it's like, if you're gonna, like, let's just juggle the context here, you know. It's so if stuff is gonna make or break it, if something is that fragile, and then like I don't want to be part of that. I want to be a part of a strong unit that can put things into its appropriate slot. So I'm good. I'm good as Tina. Saturday smashing. Okay, I don't know what events are happening today, but I gotta be a little conservative. Oh, I have to have my coffee too. Look, it got so beat up over the year anyway. The dropping, all of that. You should see the seal. I have to shop to find out if they have replacement seals, because it's already. Just kidding. That's good. All right. So aggressive ASMR. Just kidding. Okay. All right. So what's going to happen now that Judgment came along? I'm curious. Epicurious. I'm sweating. You know when you're like in a rush and you're like, oh, I gotta shave my armpits. Then you do a drive shave. Maybe guys do that on their face or whatever, but that's what I do on my pits. Like, I'm like, oh, I gotta do a quick shave. If there's a little stubble, and I don't go. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna do the full on like lather and then blow. No, if there's deodorant on it already, get a shit. just do it. Just do it. It's out. It's done. Anyway, those are my lady kept secrets. Anyway. Oh, that one almost bent. What was it? 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Sometimes it's a struggle to balance things, but things are going to get into place. I promise you, future Tina. I promise you, Tina now, for sure. See? Look at that. It's already here. Oh, What did it open to? Three of Pentacles. The partnerships, the jobs, the alliances are here. Yeah. Ace of Wands right here. Boost of creativity. And Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You gotta just be objective to what's out there as far as your opportunities, because they're here. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be like creating my, I don't know, like I think there are people out there who have started their own businesses out of like poverty, basically. And so like they just come up with practical ways in order to make money. And I've been seeing that on my feed, and I'm like, okay, fine. I don't have any shame. Fine, let's figure this one out. So I don't know if that's the direction that I need to go in. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing that. But 100%, I think people just want to help as far as offering suggestions, and so their energetics are coming through. Like, hey, well, this is a possibility. This can. It's not like saying like you should do this, but like just know that there's it's not a dead end out there. So, Ace of Wands, creativity. What are you gonna do with all of that? I don't freaking know. I still don't freaking know. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So we'll see what comes of it. We'll see what life has for me. I guess, you know, they want me to enjoy life, you know, as far as with whatever time this proposes to me, or what I'm gonna take out of it. And so the angels, you know, like I don't know. Am I supposed to like live like out my inner child and trust that that's going to get me someplace? Even if, let's say, 2 or 3 months down the road, I lose my home, I have to sell my car, so everywhere I go, I can't even afford a bus pass. You know what I mean? Like, how far does this shiz go? I want to know. Like, what? Can I start preparing for this? You know, because like I don't freaking know. And so that's the I would say the depressing part of it. Yeah. So what do you want to say, my divine panel? All right. 9 of Wands in reverse. So stop being so defensive, Tina. That's what they're saying. You know, I am sweating a lot, so I need to put some another slather of deodorant on, just like antiperspirant, because it's not happening. You want to see? You want to see my blue bikini? See? It is, oh my god, so cute. Like, it has a little cinch on the bottom. A little cinch. Anyway. Yeah, so don't be so defensive, Tina. Okay. I shan't. So what is this all about? Oh, it's the Emperor in reverse. Well, what is that all about? Have I... Well, if you're telling me I'm using my power for the incorrect reason, you just let me know. But that's on the inbox side. If it was that, if the spiritual realm would like to say, that I am being a hoe, then they would have that on the doing side, along with the Queen of Wands in reverse, along with the Five of Swords upright. I think that's what would, I think that's what how they would say it. Stop being a hoe, Tina. Or they're just calling me out as one. But it's on the recipient side, and it's an undercover boss, like a major undercover boss. Alright, so what do you want to tell me? Saturday smashing. Saturday smashing. So what the frick am I supposed to be doing? Like, what the heck? I don't even know. This is the answer! Oh, I feel a psychic attack right over here. Ooh. All I have to do is talk about it, and my divine sources are going to find out what the fuck, like, who that's tied to. Who's doing that? Somebody's in trouble. Trouble. Okay, Page of Wands in reverse and Three of Cups in reverse. What am I supposed to do? Dude. What, I think the others just... They're saying you want to start something, start on, no, they're saying something's about to be, like, some celebration is about to happen. What is that? What is that all about? I don't know. I do not understand. Can you help me understand? What is it that I'm supposed to do? Prepare for my celebration? It's the Queen of Swords upright. Oh, gosh. There we go. Queen of Swords. Let's speak your truth. Well, I can tell you, I don't want to go back into the fast food industry. I don't want to go back to the food industry. I'm not bagging on anybody who, like, has their own restaurant or whatever it is, but, like, I don't know if I really... They said to start speaking on what you do want. Well, if I'm due to go back into the office, I want not just a decent paying job, but a well-paying job. I'm worth it. I know I am. And anything is teachable. So, I'm just... The last job that I was at, I was severely, like, taken aback and saddened that the people who are listed at VPs, directors, those kind more, they're in my age range. Like, I don't understand how that all happened, and you can't attribute all of that to a bachelor's degree or what school you came from. Like, it everybody knows when you get into that realm, that's not 100%, like, they just say that's what counts, and it's not the dominant force. I know this. Everybody knows this. So, like, why am I not part of that league yet, you know? It's cool to be an undercover boss and have that leverage. Like, your ass is always going to be covered when it comes to, like, real trouble. Like, you're always going to be covered, Tina. But, like, what about the security of day-to-day stuff? Why would I be paying for insurance only to, like, have issues with an immediate person that I report to take some time off to go to a doctor's appointment? Why, like, It doesn't make sense to me. I don't. So, I must be severely protected because I'm being severely rejected for sure. So, I don't know if it's like, oh, Tina, you can only have one or the other. So, I don't think my life is that, like, cornered. It can't be. For all that I do, for all that I'm able to do, the capabilities that have yet to be discovered. Heck. So, what's going on now, huh? What do you want to tell me? I mean, that's wonderful, because when it comes down to it, the root chakra at core level is not about money. It's not about just having a roof over your head. It's also about, like, if you're looking at third world countries and extreme corruption, and you don't have to be a third world country to witness extreme corruption, but like that's the core root chakra. Whether or not, you know, you have to worry about like a worldwide chaos, if you're going to be at the whims of like a non-biased force that you know, like, to know that I have an underground crew where I'm covered in those atmospheres, it's like, that's insane. People don't think to that level because they're just so complacent in what they've already got. So it's like, oh, it doesn't really affect me, so like it doesn't matter to me. And so that's one thing that I must remember, because there are chaotic times. There are like some really crazy things happening, and some things just barely coming to the surface. Oh, look, the Lover's card is here. Do I got my boo here? Let's see the top of the deck. What is it? Temperance in reverse. Well, I have different kinds of lovers here, let me tell you. Because if this is like a tide, what is it? Tide, not tide pool. It kind of looks like a tide pool over here. You see two different kind of lovers. But if there's like, what do you call it? A riptide. It's hauling in a lot of like this kind of energy. But I got this going for me. I'm like, I'm busy. That's funny. That's weird. So it's upright. So this is good. Those that are coming to surface, because they don't got ish to hide. Both realities can exist, but you give one more prominence, one more priority for sure. All right, Saturday Smashing. Talk about Saturday Smashing for sure. I think some people are connecting with their old connections or somehow like bumping into them, but I don't know if everyone's engaging in that. Like, same old, same old. Like, why would you want to do that? Why do you want to do that to yourself? You're just accentuating that feature of your life, and then it's just going to come in like inundated in other aspects. Like, so why would you want to start yourself on that path? Three of Swords in reverse. Luckily, I'm not. No heartbreak here. Fantastic. Tell me a little bit more about my significant other. Can I, is it rude? Is it rude to ask? Only what that person would, that energy would care to divulge. Okay? Let's be a little more respectful here. Okay. Okay, how about like characteristics? What else would I like about that person? I'm curious. It's a wild card. This one is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Maybe this person goes freestyle as well. Maybe this person is taking a U-turn, like, oh, I'm moving forward, but like, oh, look, we gotta help that little hitchhiker over there. We gotta help that little. We gotta turn around. Who knows? Let me see. Let's get a clarifier. Let's not make up stories. Okay. Let's get some answers. What do you want to show me? Okay, this thing is not directing itself properly. There. I don't know. It's doing something. Ah! It is the devil card in reverse. Ah. We got someone here who has beaten their addictions down to a bloody pulp. And so they're no longer obsessive. They battle the demons inside. It's on the recipient side. So they're coming, yeah. So they worked on themselves before coming over to me. That's great. That's great. It's good. Let's get a few more specs on that. Yeah, I feel like that 100%. Because what they're showing me here is like the patterning of like an X here, like a woven X, and it's part of the infinity symbol, like within there too. You see what I'm saying? You see it? It's very similar. The call out is at the middle, at the core. Okay. What is this person gonna like about me? Let's turn the tables. Since they're moving in my direction. Oh my god, yeah, for sure. Look. You see, because it's like U-turn kind of thing. But then you see the point, the directional point, and you're over. Okay, again, for real, what is this person gonna like about me? Snappy snap. Those ones. Our Page of Pentacles, the Magician, and King of Wands in reverse. Oh, that I'm really good at my game. Kind of bratty a little bit on the game side. Like who wants to play Pong? And yeah, it's like just definitely very invested in one's own practice. That the outputs they speak for themselves, but I'm ready for game. So they like that I'm a little gung-ho because I've learned how to work with the rules, but also work outside of the box, which is the King of Wands in reverse. They also like that I have a lot of underground ties and connections. Yeah. Yeah, so this is advanced player level, and just managing navigation through life. I think also something like at starting point, I may come off as awkward rather than charming. But let me get specs on the King of Wands in reverse. Why? What is that? Oh, the Empress. Yeah, for sure. Like I own my domain, which is like a huge underground network of quality people. And what did we say about that? The awkwardness is okay. I mean, the Empress doesn't have to be absolutely charming and like she doesn't always have to put on the pretty face, you know what I mean? Yeah, she's already got it, so she doesn't have anybody to convince. And I think that's how she got there. So, yeah. I mean, the Empress is, you know, as a mother, trumps the Queen of Pentacles, the best mother of all queens. So, you're not going to get to the Empress level without getting, like, mastering the Queen of Pentacles energy. So, so that explains the underground networks, and that explains knowing how to work outside of the box, because you're working with the mastery of several, if not the attainment of learning all love languages, for sure. So you're working outside of the box. Okay, that's good. Anything else that you want to say? Saturday Smashing. It's already 30 minutes in, so what do you want to tell me? What do you want to tell me that? The Hierophant the Hermit in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. The Fool card in reverse. So, light at the end of the tunnel. It is a new day. You're winning things, just like in your own truth. So there's got to be a hidden message here, because it's starting to sound very generic here, but it's accurate. It's just a little spread out vague. So you know something's about to happen, Tina. This is the light. This is the end of the tunnel. So, like, going through it and speaking your truth, you've been very honest. It's like that was, if you're gonna go take away any little slogan, tagline, or mantra, I was always trained to, you know, like, honesty is the best policy. Like, if you're doing this, Tina, you have to be absolutely, like, brutally honest with everything, and that's inward, outwards, etc. Okay, and that's just the way to go, and that, like, I've obtained a lot of wins from that. So there's the light, and this is the end of the tunnel. So there's a lot going on in between, other than, like, strife, and these are the winnings, the unseen winnings. All right, so that's good. Saturday Smashing, getting to know yourself, obviously. Bottom of the deck. What do you want to say about this, my divine panels? Saturday Smashing. Two of Cups, look. Partnerships, etc. Bonds. This is good. Constant replenishments. It's kind of like dim sum. Oh, let's go ahead and order this and that. You want to try this? You want to try that? Etc. So it's getting the best of both worlds through these partnerships, because you are not just learning from each other, but, like, having a taste of your own worlds, and that's wonderful. I like it. This is so good. I'm curious. Curious what's underneath that. Seven of Swords. What is that? I think it's kind of stealing. Not stealing in its common sense. It's more like, how do you get the best of both worlds? It sounds like you're cheating, and you're not. It's kind of it's an expanded form of sharing is caring, which is kind of, I don't want to say it like that, because my words hold a lot of power, but it's what I was just thinking. It's more like this exchange, this partnership is very abundant, because both people are bringing full cups to the table. So it's kind of like living different dimensions of like your best self through another person, so as well as yourself. So it's like your cups are full to how you like it. That's how you like your coffee, that's how you like your tea, whatever it is, that's how you like your drink. And this is how they like their drink. But of course, like attracts like. And so, oh shit. Okay, no, I think we're okay. Like attracts like. So what happens here is that this person, you know, you're exchanging based on the reality of like attracts like, but within different flavors. So you get the best of both worlds, living in different dimensions of yourself, like the one that you're here in the here and now, and then the one that someone else is presenting within their own trajectory of life. So this bond is beneficial to both, because that's where we're at right now. Tina is kind of like stealing, like how secrets. It's secrets. It's good. Who's behind that? Knight of Pentacles. See, it's a delivery. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay. What is no secret to my saucies? Four of Cups. This doesn't come without this 100%. You know, everybody like is every man for himself, blah blah blah, you know, and it feels like it gets so jaded out there with all the turmoil, all the like the push and pull, and like you could say like, oh, it's just the economics, it's the dynamics of what's going on, it's the ecosystem, it's just like so if people are going to act a fool, then that's the rationale of acting a fool. And sometimes your fool card is like, I don't want to be part of that. I'll just take care of my own shiz. And, you know, just like, I even want to take a break from my own shiz, you know? So you're just sitting there. You're just like wading in the water, blah, blah, blah. So the best thing to do really is to take the cup that's closest to you. Like, oh, that must be mine. I wasn't meandering for like such a long ass time that's my cup over there. You know what I mean? In some instances, that could be very well the case, being that it's closer to the light. So what it's telling me based on the Two of Cups over here is that there's one over here, and then there's one at the light at the end of the tunnel, based on like the context of what we came through here. And then in the middle, there's those like swishy swashers, because like the what do you call it? The Four of Cups doesn't always have to be like exact to how we're trained to believe it, as the Rider Waite Smith portrays it, like as a 3 versus the 1. And so sometimes it's like just the other two, the couple that's, you know, those other bonds in between that are just like meandering, like as an obstacle course before you get to that other one. So like attracts like, you know, being the light at the end of the tunnel. Here we go. The light is right there. Oh my God, for sure. That's what that means. Yeah, that's what that is. So you're bound to get to those blessings, you know, through discovery mode. And so there's that. Yeah. And it's good to know the contrast of being in this energy. In fact, it's good to know what all the cards in the deck means to you, and then transition from deck to deck, the dialects of life. So that's what they're saying. Saturday smashing, closing a chapter. All right, what are my talking about this energy? What is our takeaway? Yeah, what is? No. First off, what is their takeaway? My divine panel, what do you want to say? What is their takeaway? And it is the Chariot card in reverse. So there's a pause in life. There's but it's not always just the pause button. It could be like the pause play button, pause fast forward. You know, that there's just that like little hiatus. So, but some are like kind of sticking around here. Oh, that's how you mean. Giving me some company. Oh, so your takeaway is companions. I don't want to do it like that. That's crazy. I can't do it like that. Okay, so what is our takeaway? I had 0% battery, so yeah, what's the proper way of doing this? I don't know, Because I have to charge it now. So it's okay. So what is our takeaway? Here, I gotta undo it from here. What is our takeaway? It is the Four of Wands in reverse. Home and hearth, but it's the root structure. So we're building, we're intertwining, we're talking at the root level. I think we understand each other at the root level. Core. Let's get a clarifier for that. Page of Swords in reverse. Oh. Are these gossipers? Is that our takeaway here? Are you gonna be talking shit on me? What is that? I don't know. That's weird. Maybe that was the interruption here. Let me get you up here. Let me see. Will this work? No, that's not gonna work. Let's do it. How do I do this? It's fine. We'll manage. Something like that. Gosh darn it. How do I do this? Well, here, I'll put my bunny here. That's my bunny. Okay. What is why did I get the Page of Swords there? What was that all about? Tower moment. Oh, yeah. So, there's still some oogity boogities around, you know? There's still some people who, are, trying to get at my root structure. Like, snip it. But, like, the tower moment's gonna hit them, you know? Something's gonna be raining on their parade. More than raining on it. Somebody might get electrocuted. Alright. So that's okay, so then what is what's our takeaway then? Concerning this, oh look, those were the in-between energies. Ah, look at that. Time and place for everything. So what is our takeaway then? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Seated energy. So yeah. So this is something that's like, this is like Mission Impossible. You know, it has those laser beams on like what's protected. Everything is connected and therefore it cannot be like taken away. That's what we got. Let's get a clarifier for that. 7 of Cups in reverse. It's making a firm choice. It's an obvious choice. Like, these bonds are no-brainers. Like, it's they're obvious choices that like are the best thing. Like, we're no longer here nor there. We've made up our mind basically on like the value of these bonds, and that's accurate. All right, so fantastic. I feel lucky, but like, what the heck? What is like? Hold on. Oh, can I do it like this? Oh. We're just gonna come on. Just come on. Come on. Go ahead. Oh. Work with me here. Okay. You know, like these rolls, kind of when it's like squished like that, it reminds me of like James and the Giant Caterpillar, or the Green Caterpillar. But that's okay. I just got reminded of it, or something like that. Anyway, what is my takeaway? I got a few. Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh. And it fell upright now. Okay. So, I I think things are moving quickly as far as the transition, because I picked it up like this. It's like you don't know really what your magic is, what your value is to your magic, etc. But then when it fell on my recipient side, underneath my little bottle, my of clarity water, and so it fell upright. Like you know it now, Tina. You know it. You've realized it. Things are moving very quickly for you. Whether you realize it or not, these things that you find to be very minuscule and just like really drab, a drag and a drab, are actually contributing to the acknowledgement and like holding yourself upright. So that's, wait, is that our takeaway? No, that's my takeaway. Oh, I get 3. Okay, so that's uno. Second takeaway for me is 8 of Pentacles in reverse. See, again, another repetition. Like, you don't need to, like, over accentuate the things that you do. You've already, like, you don't have anything to prove to anybody. 8 of Pentacles upright is like, that's the mastery. That's perfecting everything. And I've already been there, doing that still, but at the same time, it's, the value is not more so on the audience end. Like, my takeaway is really what I put into it. So, like, I'm good with that. And this time in my life, it feels like that's what it's about. The acknowledgement of my inputs. Because I keep getting in my feed, like, negotiation, like, contracts, and etc. Like, how to negotiate for your best rate, or, like, that's the summary of it, but it's more like, it has to do with, wages, like, yeah, negotiation, basically. And, like, it starts to get a little, like, much in all of that, and I appreciate the inputs, but at the same time, I'm not, I've always trusted my energy, the truth of it, and I strongly believe that there is the like attracts like energy, the law of attraction. So I don't feel like I have to 100% finagle my way. Like, I've had at least 8 years in contract negotiations and in a specific role, and so, you know, like, some of that stuff is just natural. I mean, it was very, like, cut and dry when it came to that stuff. Not very much creativity involved in those negotiations, but it is in understanding and, like, listening to the people that you're working with on both ends. So if you're the mediator and you know, between here and there, it's to your biggest benefit to understand, like, both realms, as well as your own. And so coming from that party, a lot of that is, I feel like that the formula part is enough for me. But the part that I really need to tune into is, like, the here and now, you and I, whether it pertains to money or not. But whenever there's an exchange, it's the value of resources. And so the more that I do engage in this stuff, as far as knowing that I don't have to prove anything to anyone, like, if you don't see it, you must be blind. Or let's say, because I don't want to talk down on anybody who is, like, losing eyesight or whatever, but it's more like, you must be very dim not to see that, or, like, not in a part of your life that has opened up to you just yet. So you're not ready for me, obviously, of someone of my caliber, if you don't see it yet. But this, like, I know that this is not about entitlement. This is just knowing your worth, what you bring to the table. And my guides are telling me, like, 100%, don't let anybody convince you of otherwise. So it's about that. I'm pretty sure. All right, so that's... look, I don't think I need to clarify for that. That's cut and dry simple. Okay. Third takeaway. Knight of Wands. Again, being confident about what it is you got, your fire, your torch. See? See? Let's get a clarifier for that one. The Moon card, manifestation. Look, you bring it to the table. You're not just manifesting it and you're like, oh, that's mine. No, you're actually bringing that shiz to the table. I mean, it's kind of inevitable that whatever you're manifesting, Tina, is what you're going to bring to the table. But it's a matter of like how much you hold versus how much you share. And regardless, if you already have that built into your system, Tina, that's part of what you share to the table. Like a ratio of that will inevitably be brought to the table. So my inputs are indisputable, regardless of what industry I come into. So, yeah, that's what they're saying. This is good stuff. Saturday smashing. You want to see my little kid? It's so cute. Hold on. Look, isn't that cute? Look at this. That's cute. It's cute. And then I did a little ruching on the bottom part. I don't want to show too much. I don't want to be that girl that's like, oh, you gotta see this. But it's cute for sure. All right, that's it. Just wanted to share. It's oh, in fact, I ruched it in the back. Like, let me tell you. Okay, let me tell you, honeys. Okay, let's not be ashamed of this stuff. Okay, so on the back, it's like a regular bottom, right? It's a regular bottom, but what I did is like I put a safety pin right here. You can see, to ruche it a bit instead of sewing it. I just figured that works for me. But it makes it because like I'm petite, but I'm not like I, you know, we're all built differently. So the petite part, it's like small bottoms or extra small bottoms are not built for kind of me. They're kind of upsized, you know, for larger frames, the extra small of larger frames. So it doesn't fit like how it's kind of supposed to on a larger frame. So that's my little like modification. Okay, that's it. That's it for now. I feel good in this. I don't feel like I should be ashamed of where I'm at. And so I have to go through like my the bikinis that I have accumulated thus far and just like do away with some of them. If it doesn't make you feel good, what is it doing here? So yeah, where's my thing? Oh, okay. Oh, so now that this reading is officially over, I thank all my sponsors and supporters who reciprocate only in and of light and love. Thanks so much. Blessings be. But now that this reading is yet again confirmed is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, strength, essence, gifts to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit. Oh, wait. I call it all back specifically from those who generate, cast, call upon, bring, or any variation thereof ill will, intent, and or entities pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit, for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and then through Archangel Michael's blue flame for the same. And then be refortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, with all, actually, no attachments, but with the exception of all bonus points included. All right. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with the sequence of roll out and light and love. Close all the portals in this reading.